All right, so I hope y'all enjoyed the video of getting this car home and everything. Of course, now I've got it cleaned up a little bit, and then it's officially for sale. So I'm gonna walk around the car and I'm gonna show you everything that's wrong with it, and I'm gonna tell you the good. I'm gonna tell you the actually very little bad. First off, it's a 1972 Monte Carlo Custom. The Custom package in 72 replaced the SS package. There is no 72 SS. This Custom was available on any engine combination in a 72 from the 352 barrel all the way to the 454. This just so happens to be a J code 354 barrel car. I'll take a look under the hood here. We got factory air conditioning. We have all the brackets and stuff that's still in place, like it should be. Good working brakes, new battery. Got the heat stove in position like it should be. The only added wiring is because of the implosion I had with the factory distributor. I had to get the car home, so I put a HEI in it. I do have an original points distributor if you so desire that can go with the car. And this is a jumper wire to simply click the car over to get it on top dead center, so nothing wrong with that. My engine builder, the guy I bought the car from, does that to everything. Still got the original custom hubcaps. Those are original to a Monte Carlo Custom. Also has all the original glass, maybe a windshield, not sure. It's really nice, not pitted. Sport mirror. The car has absolutely no rust that I've found, even at the bottoms of the fenders. There is no rust here. So the paint job, still shiny down the sides. It had one repair on the left quarter that's the paint's cracking, kind of like the older cars do that were fixed when lacquer was around. But of course here we got no rust. You know, I don't really think you're gonna find a more honest car than this one. I drove it home yesterday, 230 miles, didn't have any trouble. Ran sweet. Still has all the factory splatter paint in the trunk. Could probably use a new mat, but there's no rust back here at all. Just some dirt. Clean under here. No rust here. And no rust behind the tires, under the quarters. No rust here. Here is the repair area. You can see the paint's flaked off here and the paint's cracked where this was refinished in lacquer. The rest of the car is all original paint. You can see on the roof, the son had got this years ago because this car was driven. It has 102,000 miles on it, but it was a one owner until 2006. It was bought by a friend of mine, and he's had it ever since, and he didn't put any miles on it. It had not been driven until yesterday, but he, in the last year, had went through the brakes, the fuel system, rebuilt the carb, new alternator, new battery, made sure everything was safe, new antifreeze, all new fluids, and now, of course, a new distributor to make sure. And then we lit it off yesterday. So I'm gonna show you inside here. We got all original interior, all original rubber that's still soft, in good shape. No cracks in the dash. It's got a few options. We have bucket seats and a console. Of course, this car had the Z03 option package, being a custom. All original. We got a rear window defogger. Perfect back seat, perfect front seats. Even the original carpet is still in really good shape. I've owned, if you count all the clunkers I bought, I've probably owned 50 of these things by now, but probably owned over 20 good ones, and I believe this is probably one of the finest examples of original cars that I've ever seen. No wear here on the seat. Even my own personal car here's wore a little bit here. Of course, being a custom, it's got the custom steering wheel. That's the wheel they came with. Sit down in the car here. You got there's the odometer. Again, it's showing 2,079 miles. That's 102,000 miles. That would correlate with the wear on the brake pedal of about a 100,000 mile car. All the gauges work. Well, I say that, everything, the clock doesn't work. And of course, with an aftermarket alternator, the amp meter does not work, which, you know, a voltmeter is better anyway. AM FM radio, it does not, I hear nothing out of it, but the speakers are probably bad, and this car only has the front 2 speakers. It didn't even come with a rear speaker. So again, original interior, console, bucket seats, a non-tilt column, no power windows, no door locks. I'm just going to show you around here a little bit inside. And okay, so there's in the jams here. Again, really, really, really nice car. It'd almost be a shame to paint this thing, just because it's so original. But if you had to argue and say, what does the car need? The biggest thing it needs is some detail work under the hood, the block, the paint. Most of the paint's missing off the intake and whatnot. So I believe the car has a new water pump. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's been replaced. New exhaust. Of course, it comes with power steering, factory air, all that. I may have mentioned that. We'll stoop down and look under the car. This is a custom, so it came from the factory with F41 suspension. You'll notice that big fat sway bar, like the LS6 style sway bar, under the car. Huge sway bar on the front. That's the way they come if you had the custom package. And that's actually a bigger sway bar than my SS70 had. Or I've actually seen on some of the SS cars. So anyway, that's what those had. And camera's acting goofy here. Let's see. All right, so we'll go back to the back of the car, and I'll show you the. Now this is really important on a 72. All the trim on this car is very, very nice. You wouldn't have to put any bumpers or anything really. Even this trim here is very, very nice. This here is, as nice as that is, would be worth $700 or $800 for that 3-piece set if I was to take it off here and sell it. Of course, that's not going to happen. But 12 bolt. Don't know the gear. The way it acted on the highway, I'd say a 273. Good highway gear. Looks like we got new shocks on the back. Again, F41, so you got the sway bar and the box control arms. The original gas tank in good shape. All that's good to go. Again, we got no rust in the trunk. And now the only thing else to do is crank this thing up, and I'll let you hear it run a little bit. And if you're interested in seeing the car actually drive, you can go back to my last video I posted on this channel. 38 minutes long of the trip to buy the car, and there is plenty of scenes in that video where I'm going down the road at 70 miles an hour. So fired right up. So the tachometer works, but it's not hooked up because I was in a hurry to get home. I did not hook it back up, but it's got one wire that needs to be, I'm gonna hook it up, and the tach does work. Fuel gauge works. Again, the radio, don't hear anything when I turn it on. It's probably because of the speakers. So anyway, it's cold. Look. Hold the brakes here and we'll pull it in gear. Even the fasten seatbelt light works. Never seen that work before. Of course, no smoke. So anyway, choke's not working exactly. So I'm just gonna cut the car back off for now. But anyway, that should give you a good indication of what this car really is. If you have any questions about it, let me know. When the car sells, I'll mark the video sold, but until then, I'll put my phone number in the ad, and we'll go from there. So the asking price will also be found in the ad video description. I say ad in the video description, and of course on the ads I'll be putting out for this car. So anyway, we'll do one more quick walk around here. You can see the paint has stain in it from sitting and being original. Not wanting to hide anything here. There's nothing to hide. I'm not trying to hide anything, but just showing you how solid the car really is. This was a factory no vinyl roof car, so of course, here's the VIN number, J code, and be a 354 barrel. So anyway, again, all the trim is nice on this car. I don't think, you know, especially if you're not building a 100-point show car, you don't have to replace any of the trim. It's in really, really nice shape, even at the bottom. Right now with shortages and stuff, you can't get a lot of this stuff anyway, so it's really important to use the original if you can. So anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Trying to think of anything else I need to tell you about the car. The only thing that I seen else is the Bendix on the starter. It's kind of got a woom to it, so that's probably going to need to be addressed at some point. Just wanted to mention that. It made it home with me fine, but it did. I did have to a couple times hit it a couple times to get it to engage the flywheel. So anyway, just wanted to mention that. That said, that seemed to really the only mechanical issue that was left about the car. Everything else seems to be functioning correctly. Air conditioning had been changed over to R134A. I do not know if it works. It probably would work. Gas it up, change the oil in the compressor and all that good stuff, but I'm not going to guarantee it. All these lines and hoses are old, so you know when you put R134 in these hoses, you know they're going to eventually leak out. But yeah, we're talking about a 50-year-old car here, so pretty low miles. But anyway, it is what it is. Pretty honest car. I think anyone would be happy to have this. If you're looking for a Monte Carlo, hit me up. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.